Interesting.
And it was free, so can't beat free.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh shit, that's why.
It won't stream because it turns out we have to have 2 Mexicans on the stream.
Can't do that.
We're short Yesenia, so now the stream can't work. This is wrong. This is wrong. God damn it, Trevor. Sorry. I forgive you.
Alright, there we go. We should be good now. I didn't have my
sure
charger plugged into the laptop, so like when the battery starts to die, it goes into like that power saver mode, so it like drops the processing speed, drops the graphics card, and like shuts everything down. And I was like, why is this running like shit? And then it said battery low, and I'm like, aw.
That'll do it.
Alright, so we should be live though, if somebody wants to.
Yep, we're up on YouTube.
Okay.
Up on the tube.
I'll check Twitch for my iPad real quick.
Yeah, eventually this room is gonna be my office. Because I don't have my basement right now.
Yeah.
You sound depressed about that too.
I plead the fifth.
You have an update. Okay, well I see that we are live on Twitch at least. So that's good.
Yeah.
Alright, Damien, from the top.
What are we watching?
So I'm caught up on Rising of the Shield Hero as far as the dub goes.
How's season
3? Yes, love the new season. We're back. We're back.
Let's go. That's what I wanted to hear.
The first episode is some of the best animation I've ever seen. Actually, like
really?
it feels like I feel like I was watching a movie. I really did. Like I was a studio, maybe not Studio Ghibli style, but it felt like, you know, like when you watch a Naruto or a One Piece movie, it just the details a little bit more than just the regular episode. Yeah. That's how I felt the opening episode was. So back in the New World, honestly, you can skip so far. You can skip the whole second season. I don't even really remember the second season. Only part you need to remember is in the very beginning of season 2 when he defeats the spirit tortoise.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you really need to know. And I guess there was one part where he learned a technique in the other universe that he can't do in this universe that he's trying to figure out. That's it. Everything else from season 2 is basically filler, in my opinion.
Apparently, it's not filler according to like the canon like lore, but it was still trash.
I need to read the manga for it. I'm trying to get caught up on Seraph again for manga, so that might be my next read, is Rising of the Shield Hero.
I bought books 3, 4, and 5 for solo leveling, so that's what I'm reading, along with Boruto. But Boruto only comes out once a month, so it's pretty easy.
Yeah, that's not bad. Especially since you can burn a manga in 30 minutes or less.
Yeah.
Easily, yeah.
Yeah. I had something else too. I can't remember. I'm still rewatching Yu Yu Hakusho as like my filler or my background noise.
I'm watching Depression Simulator 5000.
Let's talk about it. Damien, let's talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it.
Alright, so Damien's watching JJK, so...
I'm watching all my hopes and dreams fade away.
It's
both in anime and just real life. It's great.
It's bittersweet, because, like, that's how I'm going to feel on Demon Slayer for this next season, because I know what happens. And I'm just like...
Are we already getting that close to the end of Demon Slayer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
It's not a long story, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, everybody's like, the seasons are so short. I'm like, there's not that much story, bro. They did a lot of the story building in season 1. And then that was all you needed to know.
See, I
Right.
like that though. Like Yu Yu Hakusho is like the perfect amount. You get that little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 4 seasons.
What's the
You
good
know,
thing about Cowboy Bebop too? You only need one
yeah,
season.
you only needed 1 season. Tells the whole story. Memorable characters. You know, you get that. You don't need 1,000 something episodes. One Piece.
So do we worry that maybe they try and stretch out Demon Slayer as much as they
I
can?
don't
You
think they
think?
will.
Yeah.
No, because they're doing whole arcs within like 10 episodes. So
Right. Well, I worry that they're gonna do an Attack on Titan esque fucking thing, and all
there's
of a
not that
sudden
much
we're
story. The only reason they did that with Attack on Titan is because there was a lot of story left, and they wanted it to be done.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's fair.
I don't know why they're making a fucking ridiculous amount. Probably the work, honestly, but still, like they're making so much money, bro. Like, there's way more story of Attack on Titan than there is Demon Slayer.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
And not to mention that, nah, never mind. Never mind.
You
I'm not
don't
gonna get
wanna-
into it.
you-
I'm not gonna get into it.
What was that for? What were you about to say? Was that for Demon Slayer or JJK?
Demon Slayer.
Oh yeah. I mean, considering you guys have spoiled it on me at least 3 times now in this podcast, like, you know, I already kind of heard before it, but like, yeah.
I've learned to let things go in one ear and out the other, though, because he spoils stuff. It's not a spoiler, followed by major spoiler, and
It's just
then
major spoiler.
yeah.
I just need you guys to know what I know so we can talk about it. You know?
That's fair. So what you're telling me is we need to just go read the manga and just suck it up.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
fair. I respect that. I'm
That's
not
what I've
going
been telling Trevor to
but
do with
I respect it.
Boruto. Like Boruto, the anime is such dog shit. Don't fucking waste your time watching it. But the manga is heat, bro. It's so good.
Thing about Boruto is, I feel like if Naruto didn't exist, Boruto would be an okay anime. Not a great, just an okay. But the fact that it's following on the footsteps of Naruto, especially since it started pretty shortly after. Well, I mean, you got the movie for Boruto shortly after the season finale or series finale of Naruto. You know, and then it just went right into, you know, if it's something we got, you know, like Bleach, where Bleach ended, and then years later we got 1,000 Year Blood War. You know,
It was
maybe-
years later that we got Boruto.
Didn't the movie come out like short? Well, I'm thinking of the dub. It came out shortly after the final dub came out. Well, no, because I finished Naruto sub,
Yeah, that's how long ago it was.
but it was shortly after that. Maybe about like I wanted maybe a year.
No, because there
after
was a
the
whole
book.
movie that came out before the Momoshiki movie. Remember where they were about to get married and Hinata got kidnapped and they took her sister's eyes for the Tensegon?
It wasn't. It
That
wasn't
was
that they were
after
about to get
Shippuden.
married.
That was the last Naruto movie.
I watched that before Shippuden ended.
It was like right in between that time frame though.
It was towards the end of Shippuden, but yeah.
Because they were talking about Naruto
Oh,
and Hinata were already engaged.
I thought that that's when they first started dating.
No, they were engaged.
Maybe we're thinking of different movies.
No, Naruto the Last. With the
'Cause I
Tensegon.
swear they just started. That's when they started dating. Was in that one because they were 18, I think. In that movie.
Don't know. I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
Don't
been a
ask
lot-
me. I don't know.
It's a good movie. It was a weird thing that they put it out when they did because they put it out before the Great Shinobi War was finished coming out, and it basically gave away like, oh yeah, they survived the Great Shinobi War, and you know who lives and well, you can tell by who's there and who isn't there, who lives and dies.
That's because they added hella filler in that fucking arc.
Yes. Well, I mean, basically the whole manga. We talked about this last episode. The Genjutsu that Madara does.
Yeah,
Mangekyo.
the Infinite Tsukuyomi.
Infinite Tsukiyomi, yeah. Basically that whole whole time period was all filler because they went through every character and showed what their perfect reality is.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, Infinite Tsukiyomi sounds pretty kinky. I'm not gonna lie.
This is new sex position.
I'll let you know how that turns out. I heard you'll have the happiest of endings. Hey, that's what you're telling me.
True.
Oh man.
But yeah, I'm not gonna say anything about Boruto. Unless you guys have no intentions of watching it, then I'll tell you everything about Boruto.
Well, it's bold of you to assume that I would ever get out of the tuning exam, so.
That's why I followed up with if you have no intentions, I will tell you everything.
I got caught up to the dub at one point, and now I'm really far behind on the dub again. But I do intend on fully watching that one.
Don't watch it, bro. Don't watch it. It's so ass. There's like 220 episodes. Literally 70% of it is filler. Watching it is so pointless.
So why don't you watch the part that's not filler?
What's have you read Two Blue Vortex?
Yeah,
Manual?
I'm all the way caught up, baby.
Well, they have it as two different things on Shonen.
I know.
So which
Two Blue Vortex is the time skip, my guy.
So it's Boruto Shippuden.
Pretty much.
More or less.
But way more gangster because
It's Boruto.
you don't even know why there's a time skip though.
I know why.
The time skip in Naruto to Shippuden was because like Naruto's gonna go train with Jiraiya and Sakura's gonna go train with Tsunade and Sasuke abandoned the Hidden Leaf to go train with Orochimaru. This one is way more fucked up. It is. It's just better, bro. I don't know what to tell you. It's just so good.
Well, he's got his rogue shinobi headband, so I figured some shit happens. And he's what's his Kekigen guy called?
The what was it called?
I cannot remember it. It's not. I don't even think it's remotely close to Sharingan.
No, it's Jugon.
Jugon, yes.
Yeah, it's the
What'd you call me? We're crossing a line here. We better be careful.
You refuse to be gone, dude? Whoa, it's racist.
Oh, I apparently Naruto said it, not me.
Yeah, it's the Jugon.
Hey, can't cancel them, not me.
But like the Jugon's not even like the coolest part of his powers anymore. It's all about the karma marks and becoming an Otsutsuki.
So he's actually following through with that, becoming a
He did not have
white
a choice.
people.
He did not have a choice.
That does sound interesting. And
Sounds very interesting.
And then
you have spoiled a lot of stuff on Boruto for me already, so I do know some happens.
because it's fire, and you guys are not watching or reading it.
I'm watching it. I'm just behind.
Okay, I told you to stop watching it and read the manga. It's on
That's
Shonen
fair.
Jump.
I just pulled it up.
Trevor, how long ago did I tell you to pull it up?
I think today's honestly the first time you told me to read Boruto. You always told me how fire the manga is, but you never told me to actually read it.
Trevor,
That
you
would
told me to
imply-
your house
that
for
would
getting
imply
violent.
That would imply that he wants you to read it.
I'm very familiar.
Whoa,
with
Damon,
the
are you trying to make
implications.
sense right now? Are you using your brain?
I know that's very uncharacteristic of me, but for one, I do use it.
Two Blue Vortex is sick though.
I kind of want to just skip to it. I'm not gonna lie.
I will explain everything to you that you need to know if you want to skip to it.
And there's only 4 chapters at the moment, so it'd be easy to catch up.
It'll be super easy to catch up.
So you guys want to hear what I've been watching?
Nothing, probably, because that's what you say every episode.
I watched JJK.
Okay,
I've watched
you're
this
right,
shit.
because you want to cry about it. Which,
Hold on.
I don't blame you.
I got you, Damon. This week on Weeb or Die, we find out where Damien is on the tuning exams. Where you at, Damien?
Still where I'm at.
He hasn't moved.
No. Maybe,
He's been on the
maybe
tuning
another
exams
step.
for 8 years.
It's in
No,
typical
I-
anime fashion.
I've watched this fire anime movie called Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Hella fire. Hella fire. So, like, it starts out, this motherfucker got a shiny-ass nose. And motherfuckers don't like it.
Like
Yeah,
a
because he
light bulb.
butt plugs other reindeers with it. I wouldn't like
Yeah.
it either.
That's fair. And then the main villain, fucking this guy, Santa Claus over here, he can't be a part of this shit because of his shiny nose, and he runs away. This shit is
I think the best part about this is that we can only see Damien's mouth.
That's fair. Listen,
You're
this
just like,
is amazing.
Santa Claus.
Yeah, is that better?
Yeah.
Not see just my mouth now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Once
I'm
you go
gonna show
like
you a
this, it's
nipple.
wraps.
No, but Christmas movies, a lot of Rudolph, a lot of, the best anime around during this time of year. Attack on Titan. I'm almost done with season 1, finally.
Season 1.
Yeah, I worked 6 days last week, so quite frankly, I was not in the anime mood.
Retail and holidays do not mix. It's like oil and water.
Absolutely not. And then, yeah,
You made time
pretty
for
much I've
JJK.
just been watching JJK. Yeah, but I was caught up. I was only behind on 2 episodes in JJK, so that was a quick,
Bro, that's
yeah.
where
And
he
of
runs,
course,
in,
the last-
where he runs into
The 2
Mahito.
episodes- Yeah, the 2 episodes I catch up on are easily the best episodes of the season.
When
So,
Eugene runs into Mahito and he starts
my
yelling at
God.
him, and he just turns around, "You don't have to yell, Yuji Itadori. I'm standing
my
right."
God.
Oh my god.
oh my god.
I was like-
I was fucking rolling.
Savage, bro.
You don't have to yell. I'm right here.
I haven't watched it dubbed. It's obviously like I've only watched it
I
subbed.
haven't either.
But the
I've only
sub,
watched it-
the voice acting for it in that scene was just
it's
like
great. Top notch.
fire,
Yeah.
fire.
No, and the worst part is I knew what happened in this latest episode, except when I heard about it, I thought it was a manga spoiler because I already heard manga spoilers before.
That's right.
So I was like, oh, I don't have to worry about that yet.
For a
I'll
while.
worry about that later.
Yeah.
And then I'm watching it and I'm like, oh, fuck. I do have to
As
worry
soon as
about
they
this
ran past
now.
each other and didn't get back together, I was like, oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I was like, oh, fuck.
And then she just,
Hey, you know what's
as
worse?
soon as it hit the flashback, I was like, well,
Yeah,
there it
you
is.
know what's worse? Have you seen? I know you've seen the intro. They foreshadow that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
Yeah.
sure do.
yeah. Did Trevor leave for a minute while we were talking?
No,
I'm still
he's
here.
here. I don't know
Oh,
if
yeah.
he's listening,
You
but he's
know-
here.
You know what? I'm so used to Yesenia being on this corner of my screen, so there's more of Trevor's room.
I thought my room looked awfully large, and it just kind of it looks off.
You know what? I moved my screen over now so I can actually see Trevor.
It's because your colors are like, it's all white and then just dark brown.
I'm
Yeah.
just looking at that as I'm like, it kind of looks like my room is split.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, no, it's like a perfect split. But yeah, I'm trying not to spoil it because I know Trevor is not caught up. But
I
there's
don't. You're doing a good job because I don't know what you're talking about, and I'm really bad with the names in JJK, so that helps.
well, yeah. No, I'm really good at trying to sugarcoat this shit without
Manuel's not.
just.
You
No,
saw
I
the
know.
first season, right, Trevor?
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
you remember the two demons that Yuji and Nobara fight that like they like poisoned him and Nobara, and they ended up killing them.
That one of the main three demons that they always reoccur. Gojo.
Their brother is one of the three main demons.
Yeah, their brother.
Okay.
So
The guy
that's
with the twitch for
so
the
in the
eyes.
current season, the brother finally meets Yuji, and they have an epic brawl.
Oh my god.
That fight
Like,
was fucking
oh
gas, bro.
my
Oh
God.
my god, that shit was crazy.
oh,
But it's the brother of
shit.
those two other demons that Yuji and Nobara killed.
Okay.
Yeah. But, oh. Just, you know what, Chuck? You just need to watch it. Just,
I thought you were gonna tell me to take my headphones off.
I just
Yeah.
want to know what happens to Homie, bro. After he released that, like, god demon thing, he just disappeared.
yeah. Yeah.
I was like, what's going on with my guy, bro? Like, where's he at?
We'll go more in depth on that, I think, next week with Yesenia, because I know she's seen it as well, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
so.
she has.
I can try.
If not, she's read the manga, so she's...
Yeah. I will say, Trevor, it's only like 12 episodes.
Okay.
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
not
Maybe,
much.
maybe a little more, but
I'm
and
rewatching
it's
season
animated.
1 right now. I'm on like episode 7, I think.
Season
Gotcha.
1 is 24 episodes.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If you want a whole recap of season 1, I got you.
Okay.
Fingers are yummy.
I
Fingers
remember
yummy. Fingers yummy makes you powerful. Boom boom.
I would argue that's
Yeah.
also a recap for season 2.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Maybe.
Yeah, I started
so-
season 2 and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And apparently there's a movie I missed.
Yeah,
well, if it makes you feel any
JJK0.
better, I've now watched all of season 2 without still seeing 0.
Really?
So, yeah.
0 is a prequel to season 1.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would argue it's a prequel to season 1, and, well, it's not an argument, but season
Oh
1
shit, there's low-key a
definitely.
little more than I thought. Because it goes from episode 25 to 43.
For season 1?
Season 2.
So that would be, what, like 17 episodes? 16, 17, 18? Something like that.
18, yeah.
Yeah. Which still isn't really bad over the span of a week.
No, it's not.
No, but I got to talk about it without spoiling. So, I feel a little better. That was my therapy session for the day. Yeah, definitely, it was definitely raining outside a lot.
Is it a bad day
Yeah.
for rain?
Yeah.
Terrible day for rain.
Oof. Other than that, I'm not watching anything else, and a little bit of Attack on Titan, and I look at the need to watch on Naruto, but that's about all I'm watching of it.
I don't know if it counts, but I started another game of Kingdom Hearts kind of anime.
I'll allow it.
Kingdom Hearts is so
Thank you.
good.
Love Kingdom Hearts.
Never played it.
You probably really like it. You can buy every game for, honestly, it might be on sale right now. They usually run it was on sale for like $30 for Black Friday, but it's $60, and 1 and 2 are full ass games, and then you get 3 on top of it, which is
Damn.
a newer type game too. And then
Well-
the PSP game, and then a few cinematic movies.
My other problem was I was like, oh, I want to play it, and then like it got to the point where it was like there's like 500 different games, and I'm like, okay, well, where the fuck do I start now?
So I've played every game, and I've beaten every game except for one, and I don't really know how you beat the mobile game, and they took it down. So, but I went pretty far on the mobile game too. I'm in a Kingdom Hearts subreddit, and there's people that rank their games, and I'm like, I don't know what these games are. Because you have like Kingdom Hearts 1, you have Kingdom Hearts 1 Final Mix, you have Kingdom Hearts 2
Right,
Final
so
Mix.
I see like 1 and then like 1.5 Ultra Vaginal Edition, and I'm just like, whoa.
like they're making it way more complicated than what it is.
Yeah.
So I think what from what I understand, what the final mix is that it was the game that originally released in Japan that they re-released in America, and basically just has a bonus secret ending if you 100% the game. Same with
Yeah,
two.
when they released the games on Game Pass, you could download them and it put it in chronological order for you.
Mm-hmm.
I
Gotcha.
downloaded
Well,
them
that-
all, never
that
fucking
is
played
nice.
them.
That's my thing is I've downloaded them. I'm like, I really want to replay these. I can probably beat them with my eyes closed with how much I played them back in the day. But yeah, I'm
It's
Well,
just a lot,
committing
bro.
to it.
It's like I love
Yeah,
Halo.
well, and
I could
that's
totally
kind
go
of
sit down and play Halo, but like playing
That's
games
kind of
by
my
yourself,
thing.
bro,
I can't
it's
really
just
play-
not that fun.
I
Not
can't
anymore,
really
no.
play lately a lot of like games where I gotta grind. I don't really have the time for it like I would like.
The thing about Kingdom Hearts is you don't have to really grind. Maybe grind a little just so to make it easier, but it's not a grindy game. It's very story driven.
Yeah. Well, let me
Um,
rephrase. Grinding and putting a lot of time into. I'm really. I'm as bad with that with games as I am with anime.
Mm.
So
Well, I'm the same way anymore. Like, it's hard for me to back when PlayStation 2 was popular. I'd go back and I would replay old games. Pick up in the middle of a save file that I had no idea. I'm like, okay, let's just do this. It's fun. Now I'm like, is it worth me to actually waste my free time to play when I could be sleeping or watching anime? And I do the same thing with anime. Like, is it worth me watching at this time?
Right.
Yeah, it's beauty of getting older.
Honestly, that's the
Definitely.
biggest reason why I haven't bought a PS5. I know
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fucking touch that system for anything other than God of War and Spider-Man. And will I dedicate all that time to play them all the way through? Probably not.
I'm the biggest God of War fan. I still haven't beat God of War 5.
I haven't even
either.
played 4.
I just went back and beat 4 right before 5 came out. And I'm like, alright, I love this franchise. I gotta go back and beat the game. And I wanted to 100% it, and I just gave up.
Dude,
It's
it's so bad. You did the same thing with Breath of the Wild. You never went
Yeah.
back and finished it after your niece erased your fucking data.
She didn't erase it. She just went ahead and beat Ganon, which isn't as bad. And I told her, you can play my game. I don't care what weapons you use. Do not go fight Ganon. And then, like, 5 minutes later, she's like, all right, so here's the fight with Calamity Ganon. I'm like,
I would have drop kicked her, bro. Like, you mother.
Gotcha, rough.
she thought it was hilarious. I'm like, you're never touching my Switch again.
Fun
And she
fact.
has not touched my Switch to this day.
I'm right at the end of Breath of the Wild where I need to fight Ganon.
I don't want to talk
I'm
about
really-
Breath of the Wild. I have so many hours in that game.
Oh, I know.
The worst part is I'm doing the same thing with Tears of the Kingdom. Like, I can go beat it right now, but I'm like, nah, I want to drag this out. And I'm like, all right, I'll knock out these side quests. And then me doing those side quests, I find like 3 more side quests per that side quest. I'm like, this game doesn't end.
No.
Never does.
Well, and that was me, like I said, games like that where there's not like a path that you have to take. I'll be in it forever because
Yeah.
I'm not. I try to beat the main story, but then I do get distracted, and then, like I said, I don't have the time to put in for these games like I used to.
I would
Honestly,
just
that's
get
why I love
absolutely
my-
bakey faced and just play the shit out of Breath of the Wild.
Why I love my Switch is like I can do something and not have to be tied down to a room. I can just play it
Yeah.
handheld mode. So my Switch is like my main gaming system. I've been playing Call of Duty on PlayStation with my brother, but
I've heard
other than
mixed
that-
things about that game.
Play it for zombies. Zombies
is great.
I don't know if I
Multiplayer
want to
was great,
spend
but
$70 to play zombies.
Wait
I
till it
wish
goes
they
on
would.
sale.
I do wish they would.
Oh, I
make
think my
those
food's
zombies
here. I think I just heard Allison thank the guy for dropping our food off. That makes me happy and fat.
Bro, I got my burrito right here waiting for me.
Oh, ooh, where'd you get a burrito from? Or
Fucking
did you
black
make
ass
it?
Chipotle.
I was gonna. I know you shit on Chipotle so much, so the fact that you told me it was from Chipotle makes me laugh.
I hate it. If I could get a good burrito around here this late at night, I would not touch Chipotle. Problem is, I
Hey,
can't.
You know me. I used to love Chipotle. I haven't had Chipotle in probably almost a year. The food quality is so terrible. Last time I felt like I got a burrito full of chalk with how undercooked the rice was.
It's bad.
I haven't ate it since.
Now the burrito places around me, so I got Chipotle, Barbecue, and Hothead.
Nice.
Out of all those, the Chipotle is all right. Barbecues is for one percenters, and then Hothead
It's expensive.
and Hot. Oh, it
Barbecue is
fucking-
very expensive.
I shit you not. Now, granted, they do have a lot more than like Chipotle and Hothead,
Mhm.
but like my burrito, I get normally steak and chicken on it,
That's
and then with some queso and
Oh, bro, you do the most.
yeah.
and it'll be, but it
You're
ends
probably
up
looking
being
at
like
17,
17, 18
20.
bucks.
Bro,
and
lucky
I'm like,
Chipotle is that expensive too.
Yeah, it is.
it is depending on how much you get. Now for
Bro,
Chipotle, because I'm basic as fuck, I only get rice, protein, cheese. So
Shit,
like,
I started getting just rice, cheese, and sour cream, and it was still coming out like $8. I'm like,
well, $8 isn't bad though.
Bro, I get
No,
a
it's
burrito
not.
bowl with guac, and then I get a bag
Well,
of
that's
chips,
where you fucked up.
and I get a bag of chips, and if I decide to get queso, it's like $18. I
Well,
even
yeah,
get a
you're-
drink.
Yeah. Now, normally
Crack
for
prices.
Allison and I, when we go to Chipotle, you know, we'll share the drink and obviously chips and guac. I think at most we spend $25.
that's not terrible.
No.
Usually for two people to eat out, you're not spending less than 30 anymore, especially with drinks.
You know who's really bad about it? Penn Station is really.
Oh, yeah,
it's
they're
gotten
super-
really
They're
expensive now.
taxed, bro.
And I
For
fucking
sandwiches.
love Penn Station. They're
Same.
great. They're so good. But I'm not gonna pay $40 for two people to go
Hell
out to
no.
eat.
For sandwiches.
Yeah. And that, granted, I did get the large sandwiches, but like 2 large sandwiches and a medium fry and 1 drink should not have equated to $40 fucking dollars.
Mhm.
I
If you like-
could have went out. I could have went out to like Outback Steakhouse or something.
Yeah,
for
you
the
could have
price I
got a
paid.
decent steak.
Yeah, that kind of sounds good.
If you guys are ever on this side of town, you need to go to a place called Fusible. It's Chipotle, but Asian
I've been
food.
there.
That's pretty good, and it's inexpensive. For usually it's around like $13 for me to get a bowl.
Manuel, how was that Italian street food you had today?
Not too shabby, bro, for real.
How you? What is that? Piata? Is that what it's
Yeah.
called? Or?
Oh, I had piata for the first time the other day.
I had it for the first time
my-
today, bro. It was pretty fire.
It's
I
not
had
bad.
somebody telling me about it.
For like
So,
Chipotle style, just quick Italian food, bro. Not too shabby.
Yeah.
for sure. So, anybody else got anything they're watching or eating before we get to the news?
I've watched a couple more episodes of Blood Blockade. Obviously, I watched JJK. In terms of watch,
Yeah.
bro, work has been fucking absolutely crazy. We've been so busy, so I haven't had a chance to
feel it.
watch much. Me and Caitlin
Same
were
here.
trying to watch John Wick 4, and she fell asleep after like 30 minutes. So
Damn.
haven't been able to watch shit. But I have been reading Solo Leveling. Like I said, I bought the next 3 books. I'm already halfway through the second one.
My sister's in South Korea right now. I kind of want her to pick up an original South Korean Solo 11. What is theirs called? Manga. It's not manga. We call it something else.
No idea.
They call it Korean manga.
Yeah, we're going with that.
South Korean flavor manga. Shit. I forgot what I was gonna. I had something in my mind and it went away.
Alright, well then let's just start with the topic then, shall we?
Yeah. Well, we
I
got
have-
news.
I have something real quick. So
Oh yeah.
I thought I had military duty on December 14th. It turns out I have it this weekend. So I am off on the 14th. Yu Yu Hakusho live action comes out on the 14th. Do we want to watch the first episode together or
Yeah, I'm down.
What day is that?
Friday? I
Next
have the whole
Friday?
day off, so I can do morning. Yeah, next Friday. I can do morning, evening, whatever works for everyone.
I'll let you know what my schedule looks like. But if I'm off,
Are they releasing
if I
it in
work early
episodes?
that day-
I haven't heard. I think they're doing the whole season in one shot.
Maybe I'll just be off on Friday somehow, and we'll just binge it.
I'm down.
I'm down.
I don't give a fuck. I'll also make myself off Friday.
Yeah, I highly doubt I'll be able to get off. Pause.
Zing.
Daddy,
I'll-
chill.
But I can probably definitely work early. Earliest I can be out is 2 o'clock.
Oh shit, yeah. Okay. I usually have some stuff, errands to run and stuff like that in the morning anyway. So
We'll coordinate that for sure. Well,
On
we
that
got
note.
news. Nothing too crazy this week.
it was a long week.
A very light week. Blue Lock is the top-selling manga in 2023. Black Clover 28-page chapter coming out 12/25. Good old
Fucking
Christmas.
excited.
I think they're doing a
the-
special edition release of it too.
yeah, I had that down here with some posters and all that fun stuff.
Special
This
edition
was
release.
probably- This was probably the biggest news I heard this week. Suicide Squad Isekai 2024.
Yeah, I
Yes,
saw.
I
them
heard
drop
about this a
pictures of,
while
like, Harley
ago.
Quinn and shit.
See, this is the first I heard of it.
Really?
So
I forgot
Yeah.
about it honestly. I heard about it probably about like 6-7 months ago.
Same.
So I think I told Emmanuel about it. But they didn't have any. It was just they talked about it like this is coming out and that was it. And I think they've confirmed Deadshot, Harley Quinn, and Joker. So I haven't watched the trailer yet, but
do they have voice actors confirmed for it yet, or
you know, let me do a little bit of research.
Well,
Yeah,
while
I
you're
haven't looked
looking
up
that up,
anything about it.
I'll finish up with the news and we'll come back around to it. I also had on here, which we touched about, JJK is making me depressed.
Oh, why?
Couldn't imagine why. It is not a fun friendly show right now. This is
It's
not what I
not being
signed up
very
for.
cash money.
No, I am straight up not having a good time right now.
Mm-mm.
And to round out, to get out of my depression, One Piece is collaborating with the LA Lambs. It's the first anime to collaborate with a NFL team. Now, I do know My Hero has collaborated with the NBA. And I think
Have
that's
they?
all NBA teams. Yeah, yes. I'll have to find it, but they did this. I want to say it was sometime either during the off season or it was last season that they did this.
What kind
But
of collab?
the clothes would have Chicago Bulls with All Might or Deku doing.
That's fire,
whatever.
bro.
It is.
I hate
I'll
that it's
have
the
to
Rams
find-
because I fucking hate the Rams.
Have you seen the video for it?
No.
So the video, it's pretty dope. SoFi Stadium's got their big ass TVs everywhere and
Yeah.
shit. So on the jumbotrons and shit, they were running a One Piece ad almost. And then I guess a couple members of the cast from the live action were there. And then
Really?
they were also doing almost filters where it has a wanted ad on people and it would be wanted and all that shit.
That's fire.
Yeah,
I mean,
I heard
granted,
that.
I know Manuel hates it for the LA Lambs and everything, but it is a cool little thing to see
It is.
manga kind of get to that level.
It's definitely worked its way into the mainstream and is more and more every.
Yeah,
I'd say
Damien and I
every
were
year.
talking about it in the early episodes of the podcast, and it was just me and him, where like the running back for the Lions last year was like talking about Naruto all the time and shit, and how some UFC fighter out in Saya or some shit like that, where
Yeah.
he was doing like Rock Lee poses and stuff.
Yeah,
So
It
anime
is
has come a long
really-
way.
You know, it's funny.
I feel like
Anime.
we didn't put this in as a topic, but let's make it a topic right now. I mean, let's go ahead and talk about the impact of anime and pop culture now, and
It's crazy.
where it was from when we were younger, and coming up watching anime to where it is now. Because oh my god, it is vastly different.
So different.
You know, back in like the 60s and 70s, westerns, that was the thing. You know, that's what guys like. They love going to the movies and watching their westerns. You know, 80s hit, you had to have your action flick. You know, your Die Hard, your Rambo, Predator. 90s was kind of a grab bag of everything, but you know, now I kind of feel like anime is that outlet for guys and girls. But you know, there's an anime for literally everyone.
I agree.
That's the thing that people never understood until now, though, was that like anime wasn't just one thing. Anime is just a genre of media. You know what I mean?
It's
like,
made up of multiple.
yeah,
genres
it's made up
in
of
itself.
like
It's very much like how music is in a way.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
okay, if I were to tell you I like metal music, somebody's gonna be like, "Oh my god, it's one thing."
Like
when in all
Scream.
reality, there's
So many things.
legitimately so many things. There's fucking bluegrass metal.
Yeah.
Tell me how.
have you ever heard it?
fucking
It's actually
good.
kind of fire.
It's not
It
bad.
is. It is not bad. I give it props. But if you were to tell me, guys, like, if I grew up in the 80s and somebody's like, one day there's going to be Yeehaw and Satan all at once, I would not believe you.
No, not at all. Not at
Hell,
all.
you have metal bands that have didgeridoo players in them now.
Yeah, the shit is crazy.
Mhm.
I'm happy that anime is in a place in pop culture now where it's like, okay. You're
Yeah.
not like,
Well, you were the weird kid if you watched
Yeah.
it back in.
you were the
when we in
motherfuckers that
school.
were running down the hall doing Naruto runs and everything. That was right on cue. I
It
can't
was.
believe that. Like, even if you weren't doing that, or like you just had a Dragon Ball shirt, you were like a fucking dork right
You
away.
might get
I mean,
by with
granted-
Dragon Ball, but if the wrong guy
Yeah.
seen you, he's gonna
Yeah.
give you shit for it. And it's like,
Granted, I am a fucking nerd. I'm a fucking dork, through and through. But that like puts you in the upper echelon of fucking weird. Like you were already stereotyped as a smelly kid.
yeah.
Like, oh, that motherfucker.
Can we talk
stank.
about Manuel making fun of me for liking Yu Yu
Yes, Trevor,
Hakusho
we can talk
back in high
about it
school?
because you
Okay.
are for some reason still
You
butthurt
knew
about
it
it.
was gonna come
17
out.
years later. Actually, longer than that. Longer than
It
that
still
because we were
hurt.
like
It
fucking like
still
12
hurt.
years old.
Pepperidge Farms never forgets.
Well, it was just funny because like I was like, Trevor, that sounds kind of gay. And he's just like, well, you watch Dragon Ball Z. I'm like, yeah, it's fire. He's like, same thing. And I was like, oh, okay, all right. Tell me more.
It took a while, and I remember when he asked if he could borrow my Yu Yu Hakusho box set, it's like, yes.
I was like, I'm going to watch them.
You should have spun it around on him and be like, "What are you, gay?"
I think I was just in shock that he gave me so much shit. I tried for so long to get him to watch, because I mean, you had all of the Toonami anime, and Yu Yu Hakusho was my favorite, obviously. So that was the one I'm like, I want other people to talk about this with, because we talked about Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. We had the arguments all the time. I'm like, I want to do this with Yu Yu Hakusho, which now we do, but we do it on much bigger levels with other animes, which is how this podcast kind of came to be.
Yeah,
So
agreed.
Uh,
I'm just happy, it's a.
mhm.
it's a good time to be an anime fan.
I don't even know what took me so long. Like, I obviously like.
You just gotta find the right thing. I feel like
it was the stigma behind it. It really was because there was a lot of anime I didn't want to watch. I didn't want to watch Naruto because of the kids running down the hallway doing this. I'm like, I thought it was like a kiddie anime, kind of like Digimon, Pokemon.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just maybe I did, but like I don't ever remember being like, oh, that's fucking dumb. I'm not doing that because somebody's gonna think it's stupid.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I think it was one of those things like we didn't think hard about it, but we just kind of like subconsciously like that's not.
Right.
But like, I remember watching Toonami and watching Inuyasha, Cowboy Bebop, Dragon Ball Z, like Bleach was on there.
Kind of like
Yeah, I remember watching all that stuff, but it wasn't until I was like older. I was like, what was it, like 18, 19, 20, where I was like, Trevor, let me watch Yu Yu Hakusho, and that's like. Once I watched Yu Yu Hakusho and Death Note, bro, it was raps. I was like, give me all of it.
It didn't click for you at that time.
Yeah.
No.
And
I guess not.
I would almost argue that, like, for me, I've always probably just liked anime. I mean, from the times where, you know, growing up we're watching Pokemon, like, we thought of it as a Saturday cartoon. Like, that was, like, our generation's Saturday cartoon. But, like, in the grand scheme of things, Pokemon, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, that shit was anime. That shit was being played in Japan well before it was ever in America.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, you know, we don't realize it, but we really did like anime before it was what we
watched it before
anime.
It was cool.
Yeah, pretty much. I liked anime before it was cool, okay?
So I watched the shit out of Pokemon.
Oh, fact. That's one of my comfort shows where
I kind of anytime.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100% Indigo League Pokemon, and it's on Netflix. It can be on at any time. And actually, I leave it on for the dog sometimes when we go out. So it's pretty dope.
You're gonna come back one day and the dog's just gonna come back. Dog. Iggy.
I was like, bro, it's just wild.
That's one I want to go back and fully rewatch too because it was such a huge part of my Pokemon. All of it.
Like, are you talking about like from the beginning all the way to like now?
All of it.
All of it.
I'm down.
I would argue I might be able to get done with Naruto before you get done with Pokemon.
Cap.
Yeah.
Cap. You're gonna be on the tuning exams for at least 7 years, bro.
You know what? Let's do it next year. Let it beginning of the year. I'll start where I'm at in Naruto.
And
I'll give myself a little head start because, you know, by the end of the year, we'll see where.
How many episodes is that?
For Pokemon?
It's not a small number.
I want to say they're in the. I want to say thousands.
I don't think it's
is
quite.
It?
I see.
It's close.
One Piece is only 1,100. So, and I don't feel like
maybe 800. It's got to be in the 700.
I feel like it is close to 1,000 though.
Yeah, that's
more than 1,200 episodes.
Yeah, yeah.
How do they consider One Piece the longest? I thought One Piece was the longest running anime.
Because One Piece is one continuous series.
Like
where Pokemon.
Shut up, Trevor.
Where Pokemon has been Pokemon Indigo,
Kanto, Johto,
yeah. So by default, One Piece would be, you know, on a technicality though, yes, Pokemon should be maybe longest running series or franchise. It's actually crazy to think it's 1,200 episodes.
There is a free service called the Pokemon TV app where you can go watch all 1,200 episodes.
Yeah, I've been
Or
on
all
it before.
1,200 plus episodes?
I didn't know they had an app. I used to use the website a long ass time ago when I was
Yeah.
wanting to rewatch the Indigo League.
That's so
Yeah.
many
Way before
episodes.
Netflix
Jesus
picked it up.
Christ.
Oh,
So many Pokemon.
that does some other news I wanted. I don't know if we brought it up a while ago, but Netflix is now the home for Pokemon. So any new
Yeah.
episode will come
Yeah.
out on Netflix.
Actually, I did not put that in our notes. That was
Really?
Pokemon.
That's kind of fire.
Yeah.
Because now it's the new chick, right? It's no longer Ash.
It's
Yeah.
a guy and girl.
That's a guy and girl. There's two now.
Yes. Yes. So the
Hmm.
rumor is, there's no confirmation or anything. Rumor is they might have some sort of connection to Ash, whether it be like kids or something along those lines. But nothing confirmed yet.
I gotta know, did Ash ever get Misty a new bike? Like,
You know
that's what I wanted the
Yeah.
last episode to be. Is like, oh yeah, here I bought you a bike with my winnings.
Ash on his deathbed. Here, I got one last thing for you. Your bike. And then dies.
Yeah, on his deathbed, he's gonna be like, "Fuck your bike, you stink," and then die. Because I don't know if you guys know, but like I saw like some clips of like Ash just absolutely roasting the shit out of people in the OG
Oh my
Pokemon
God.
episode.
It's hilarious.
He's like, Brock's like, "That's my father." He's like, "You're the no good for nothing dad who abandoned all of his kids 13 years ago." It's like, whoa, dude, whoa.
Yeah. It's crazy to go back and watch it with adult eyes now.
Yeah,
and you're
dude.
like, yo, how did they
Ash
get
is
away
a savage.
with
Savage.
that? It's crazy. Have you heard about the banned Pokemon episodes that
The
are
one
only
where
in
they get
Japan?
guns pulled on them. Or you
Yeah.
talk about the flashing light episode that caused like mass seizures. of
No,
guns.
that one has controversy because of people actually getting hurt. So like,
Yeah.
I understand why that one's banned.
Which is wild to think. An anime.
So you know because of that, that's why a lot of so like JJK for example, and I noticed this. There's a lot of in one of the last episodes that there's a lot of flashing and shit going on, and what they do to prevent anybody from getting hurt is they dim down the whole screen.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Yeah. I've noticed a lot of videos recently have been doing that. Where like if it's like a crazy
that
action
is
scene, they dim it down.
Yeah, that is result of the Porygon episode.
In a way, that was kind.
It's
kind
nice.
of it was a
Yeah.
good thing that happened out of a tragedy.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody died from that incident, but I know there was a lot of
There's a lot of
hospitalizations.
seizures and hospitalizations.
So you just called us
Yeah.
users in the chat.
Who?
You saying yeah?
Damn. Tell her to hop on real quick.
So
We're
she
good
could be
and
able to
important.
like us.
Right. Tell her if she's really a part of this episode, she should hop on in the middle of work. I'm waiting for her to just pop on at the Discord at the last second.
Just to be like, "You're a bitch," and then hang up.
Oh my god. Yeah. No, like anime and pop culture is insane now. I am,
I'm here for it.
collaborations to fucking being in the Macy's Day Parade to, I mean, it's
When you say
everywhere now.
collaborations, you're talking like major collaborations. Like
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Hellsing is a part of Modern Warfare, Call of Duty franchise.
Yeah. Let me tell you, Dragon Ball a part of Adidas. Oh,
Oh.
here she is. Oh
Oh,
my god.
we're waiting.
So,
You gonna call us a bitch?
You said to, so I did it.
Hop on. Be about that life.
I ain't
From
no
work.
bitch. From work, yeah, sadly.
Oh man. Well, technically we're now a 4-piece again. We are the
Hey.
one piece. You gotta
No one.
leave or die.
Yep.
But as I was saying, collaborations like Adidas, Dragon Ball with Adidas. I have a few of the
That'd be
shoes.
pretty cool.
I am beyond, and I have one of the most expensive shoes that you can have for resale. You
Show
know,
us.
I don't like flexing, but I'm gonna
Show
flex
us.
real quick.
I
I'll be
want to
right back.
these.
Show
I'll be
I
right
us.
want the
back.
Gohan
You want to
ones
see
so
all
bad.
3 pairs?
Yes.
I
You guys
didn't
wanna
know
see all
this
3?
was a thing.
You didn't know that, Trevor?
No,
They're
there's some.
so fire.
There are
The
There's some,
Gohan ones are
trunk
on my
shoes.
fucking wish list and have been forever.
What? Really? Oh, okay.
That's my how I have to be.
Those cell ones are sick.
What'd you get to eat?
Who, me?
You're saying
Uh,
eating.
Chipotle. Or not Chipotle. What is this? Chick-fil-A. These are fries.
That is
Well,
I
you
was
got
about to say,
check out.
me too. My burrito's
I
been
was
sitting here for like
yesterday.
an hour. Yeah, bro, those are
Cool.
fucking wet. I want
Those
this
are
so bad.
She missed the part where we were talking about this food.
Oh,
We
she
already
did.
had a whole segment on that.
On what?
Food.
On food.
We just started going on a tangent about food.
The Frieza
Oh.
ones look like dad shoes.
Yeah, they
So-
do. I kind of hate the Frieza ones.
They
if I'm
really
being
do.
honest.
Yeah.
But the Gohan and the Cell ones,
You know what
There's-
recipe I want to try?
what?
The one that they share at the end of one of the episodes in JJK.
Are
What
you all
is
ready
it?
for this shit? Manuel, you've seen these, so.
The Son Gokus?
Trevor's missing it right
That-
now.
That it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you see the retail price on these?
Retail, are you talking retail or resale? Because resale is
Resale.
insane.
It has to be resale.
Yeah, it's resale.
How much?
You can't get them retail anymore.
322 to 585.
Yep.
Put
Yeah.
it at the 585 because that's what it's at. So I got these. I got the Majin Boos,
The Majin Boos are pretty wet. I fucks with those.
Yeah, I was looking at those.
and then I had to get both of these.
Over 9,000!
Now I'm a little. These are dope because these are the closest thing to I think anything really Dragon Ball related that they did by making it look like his armor.
Yeah.
You know, the other ones are cool. My only complaint with the Adidas collab was they threw them on shoes that nobody was fucking buying.
Yeah, they did.
And, you know, don't get me wrong, these are dope. They go good with, you know, just about everything. You know, they have little design and like hair and shit like that, a little Nimbus cloud, but they could have done better. Like if this was Nike or somebody, they would have killed it. They would have killed it.
Maybe we'll get another
instantly.
one.
I'm hoping. I really hope so.
There was a Mexican company that did. They did. What's so funny, Yesenia?
Nothing.
But they released some. They had like a Trunks, Vegeta, and I think a Goku shoe.
Hmm.
And I've been. I wanted them so bad, but I could not find them anywhere. Not even for
Thank
like
you, honey.
resale.
Can I do a show and tell? I just have one thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
go
You
ahead.
know you.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Considering she's probably not going to be on here the whole episode.
Right.
Yeah.
She's like, actually,
Okay,
I took my
so-
break.
Well, yeah, technically, I get like 215 and a 30. So my friend went to GalaxyCon, and
I
I
wanted to
wanted
go.
to go.
same. So I
That was
asked
last
her if
weekend.
she-
Yeah.
I asked her if she could buy me anything fruit baskets, and she found me this. I got a blanket.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm so
Oh.
excited.
Speaking of, tonight I'm going to have Allison send everybody a text with who they got
Those are
for
cool.
Secret Santa.
I
Oh, yeah,
wanted
I
the
forgot
Trunks
about
one so bad, but it was like a no-name Mexican company that put them out, and I could not find them anywhere.
Damn.
The Cell ones are pretty fire too.
Yeah.
Mm.
don't get me wrong. The Adidas collab was good. It was good for what it was, but it could have been better, in my opinion. Other than the main.
Yo, the Super
the-
Shenron ones are also pretty wet.
I agree. The Shenron and Super Shenron are fire. Those are great. But, the Frieza ones, like Trevor said, look like dad shoes.
Really like dad shoes.
Yo, the Son Gokus are on StockX right now for $330.
And your size?
Yeah, 10.5.
You want to know what I paid to get these? So, I got these roughly about 4 or 5 months after they actually released.
Oh, so they were top fucking dollar.
Well, no, they weren't at that
No?
time because, everybody was still kind of like, they could restock, they couldn't restock, type shit. So, I got these. I waited until it dropped down below 300. I got these for 280.
Nice.
So, and then my other ones, Allison actually got me for Christmas one year.
Nice.
And the Boo and the Vegetas came out together as a pack because what people don't know is the shoe boxes, when you put them all together, they
Yep.
make a design.
Yeah, they do.
So, it really frustrates me that I'll never have all of them.
Oh, dude,
Unless
if I
I
start
win the
buying them, I'm
lottery.
buying all of them.
Oh yeah, I have to. I will get them eventually. It's the meme like you won't know, that I won the lottery, but there will be signs. And that's it right there.
There's a store right by me called Sneaker Talk, and they deal with like hot, like collectible shoes and stuff like that. They might have like some people that are.
Do they have the
running, like,
Astro
trade.
Boys?
I don't know. I've never been in there. I'm not a shoe head like you guys.
Oh.
I just sit there and nod, Trevor. Just.
The Astro
I
Boys
love
shoes look
shoes,
so
but-
dumb.
I
I haven't seen
cannot
those.
bring myself to pay $300 for something that I'm gonna wear and get dirty.
I
I
wish I
paid
could say.
$80 for
I
shoes
wish I
that
could
I
say
have,
that.
and I'm like, I don't want to get these dirty. And I've had them for years,
I
literally
also
years.
wish I could say that, but I do it all the time.
Literally.
I've gotten better about it. I will say I'm not spending. I have too many shoes though, so like I'm to the point now where I'm like I'm alright. I don't need to spend
See,
money.
bro, that's where I'm at an opposite situation. I don't have enough shoes. So I'm in a position right now where I've had shoes for so long. I've had to retire shoes because they're just destroyed. Because I've had them for
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9 years even. So it's just like, and now my collection's dwindled down to like I have like maybe 5 or 6 pairs of shoes. So I'm just like I need to go on a little spree and cop me some shoes because.
For sure. Now's a good time.
What's worse is like they're all the same color too. So like I have nothing blue anymore. I don't have anything like white. All my shoes are black and red.
I thought that was Piccolo when you heard it first, Damien.
Your 2 favorite colors.
Actually, I'm glad you said that about Piccolo. I found this hat in my closet while I was cleaning it out. Let's see if I can find it now. Yeah, I found it.
Is Yesenia at work
Yeah.
doing a podcast?
For a minute, yeah. Good night,
Hello.
love you.
On her phone and her little nursing scrubs.
Oh my
So
God.
funny.
Yeah.
Now, see, I would have thought that Yoda.
Yoda.
I meant to put this on before the podcast, and then I didn't think about it because I kind of was
Oh,
just
that-
rushing in as
That
always.
is awesome. Oh, now I see the turban. Okay.
Yeah, the lighting sucks in here today, so I'm kind of struggling. Yeah, so the shoes are fire. Collabs are amazing. Yeah,
Can we talk about Justice League Ruby? I didn't watch it, but the fact that that's a thing.
what
That's
is it?
insane.
Yeah.
That's insane.
What was it?
Ruby
Justice
is doing a
League.
collab with Justice League.
They did the
Okay.
movie. I
Oh,
think
it's
a
already
2-part
out?
movie. Yeah, you can watch it on HBO Max.
Bet.
Mm-hmm.
Because if DC animated it, it's probably gonna be sick as fuck.
It's Ruby animation, but
Oh, it's
I-
Ruby animation.
yeah,
I can't wait for one of your seniors coworkers
But it
to
has
walk
some
in and
budget
be like,
to it.
"What the fuck am I looking at?"
It's kind of like Dragon Ball Super Hero.
The good thing
Superhero.
is that
Maybe I'll watch it.
I'm
The only
not
one.
a nurse, so they're all passing their meds right now, and I don't have to do that. So
Nice.
Hell yeah. Well,
I need to do that.
since you think you did show and tell, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do mine.
I was about to say, since you saying you kicked it off, let's do it.
Yep. So
sorry about that. I think other
Apparently
things,
we're doing-
I just sadly
No.
don't have them.
you're fine.
You're
You're
fine.
good. I actually got us going into the next thing.
Yeah, because
So-
I'm sure you don't want to touch back up on how sad JJK is.
No.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't want to talk about it. I have to watch it, but I again already know.
Yeah.
So,
it's not
I don't
been a-
want
It's not been a good day. A good week.
Terrible day
No.
for rain.
No, I know. I have to watch it. I want to see it animated, but like I don't want to cry, and I know I'm gonna cry because
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
No.
yeah, you know.
We know.
So
Okay. So,
Lay down, try not to cry, cry a lot. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
it's funny.
I don't want to ugly cry like I ugly cried when Rengoku died. I'm not trying to do that.
Who dies?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Wait,
Sorry,
who's
if you don't
Rengoku?
know
I'm not
that
that
already,
far.
I
I'm
do.
sorry.
Yeah. Sorry if you don't know that.
I'm like,
but
if you
you're a little
already
behind.
didn't know that, I'm sorry. Yeah.
I
I would
could say
argue
the
if
same
you're
thing about a
watching
lot
it-
of my spoilers that
If
I've
you're
given you
watching
guys.
or listening to this podcast right now, you should probably know it already. So,
I could say the same
Trevor
about a lot of
started-
spoilers I've
Trevor
been giving
started
out.
this Five Below show and tell thing that we've been doing, and I'm actually kind of happy about it because it means I spent money
Right?
that I shouldn't have spent.
That's the
Go.
best money.
We're gonna start off.
Girl
small.
math,
We got
it's
my
free.
boy-
It's
got
for
my boy
your
Yami
podcast.
here.
Aw, shit.
Yami, the goat.
Yummy.
I love Yami, my favorite character in Black Clover.
I
Are you
didn't
caught
even
up?
watch Black Clover. How did I miss that?
No, I'm not caught up.
Okay,
But-
that's probably why.
So you don't
Favorite
even
character.
know the best scene with Yami.
Right?
dude. Oh my god.
Yami gets so much cooler.
Not
Wait,
only
so
that,
how far are we talking?
the end.
Like,
The end.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's not
I'm
a
like-
spoiler. It's not a spoiler.
Once you
It's
get
just
to
a
the
really
elf
cool
part.
scene.
The Rise of the Elves. That's when he really starts to shine.
Yeah, but like that scene where they're fighting, what's his name, Dante, and then like
Brother?
Yami's like beat the fuck up, and he's like struggling to get up, and he like picks up his sword, and he's like, Asta, are you gonna join me? I don't think I can do this alone. And Asta's like on all like face down on the ground on his stomach, like can't move a muscle, has been trying to move for 3 episodes, and he's just like, I'm beat the fuck
I
up.
felt like
I'm
I've
spent."
seen that.
And
already.
as soon as he goes, Asta, are you going to join me? I don't know if I can take on this guy alone. Asta jumps up with his sword and stands right next to him. He's like,
Yeah.
make the first move. And that scene was just like,
I'm getting chills thinking about
dude,
it.
it
Was
was
that
so
early-
good.
Was that early on in the anime?
Yeah.
No, that's so late.
Yeah.
It's like one of the last episodes type shit.
Yeah.
I don't know why I felt like I seen something like that.
You probably saw it
Maybe
on
it-
TikTok or something, or Twitter.
Yeah.
Because it was a
Maybe.
pretty epic scene, and a lot of people did like edits for it.
Asta and Yami together is a badass duo.
Oh my god. The
My next
dimensions.
thing I got.
Oh,
Is that
it's a
Lamillia?
little fuzzy.
It's Lemillion.
Oh, shit. I didn't have that one
Yeah.
in mind.
I will look at my.
I also
will look at
got
my
that.
Five Below again.
When we were doing the Marshalls runs for anime stuff, I got that Lamillion.
Nice. And
I want Lemillion.
this is kind of. I'm not gonna say anything because it would.
You got something,
Yeah.
JJK.
Yeah. Trevor, just close your eyes for a minute.
What is it?
This is what I got.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I look?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can
You
look
can,
now.
yeah.
Oh
That's
my
what I got.
God.
Now I got that a day or two before that episode, and I was just like, "Oh my god!" Show and
Jesus
tell.
Pain.
Christ.
Pain. Existence is pain.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that was rough. So
to the creators.
anybody
JJK.
that knows that has seen that episode is feeling pain right now. How did my actual hat go?
The worst part about it, like, it didn't start there. It just made the pain infinitely
Yeah.
worse of what happened 2 episodes before that.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
No,
Do I want to
Is there
cry at
potential
work?
for this character to come back?
What?
No.
Is
No,
there potential?
Absolutely not.
No.
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 No. The only one who's
Nah.
potentially going to come back is going to come back to everybody already being ixnayed. He's like, hey guys, I made it out of the prison, and everybody's just going to be gone.
Yeah.
Wow, Weddle.
Yeah. I mean, we already knew that was
Fuck.
going to be.
Yeah, like that was already heavily implied that we've been talking about
Yeah.
it for like an hour at this
Yeah.
point. But we haven't named names.
Yeah.
We haven't named names.
No, we were really good about that.
Yeah, I don't want to see any of that. I really I want to live in the world where none of that happened.
No, I feel it. I
You
feel it.
already
I didn't
read the
want to
manga.
watch
It's
it.
too late.
But I already know because, like I said, I spoiled it for myself many, many months ago when I decided to do a deep dive on everything Jujutsu Kaisen. And read it.
You
And
done
then
fucked up, Aaron.
now, yeah, I fucked up. So I already knew, but I don't want to see it animated because I feel like it's gonna make it worse.
Oh my god. Oh.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, do I want to sit here at work crying?
No, I wouldn't recommend it.
And that's why I'm like,
I
maybe
did.
not. Maybe I'll do it.
But I have my own
I'll
office
maybe-
that I can close the door, so
Yeah, no, I'll be sitting in front of all the nurses and all the patients that come out. So I'm like, maybe not.
I did asshole maneuvers too. I closed my door and then put my AirPods in so I couldn't hear shit. And I was just like,
Yeah. No. So Allison's way of coping with it right now is just acting like none of that happened. Or that they are gonna... She was like, I'm just gonna pretend that there is a chance they could come back. And I'm like, no, this is why Dragon Ball is great, because they do come back.
Right. but you wanted to talk shit on it. So
See,
you did
I
stupid.
want them to come.
Right.
I want them to come back, but I also know that like if they always come back, then it's
It defeats the
It
purpose.
defeats the purpose.
yeah,
I
it
do
doesn't make
agree. I
it.
don't-
It doesn't hit the same.
There's
don't
actually, I
Like
think,
animes that do that. Honestly, like
they say that was the decline of comics, is when they released Death of Superman, and they did that little run where Superman is dead, and then they just bring him back. Oh, the sun brought me back. All right, so now Superman is invincible, and
Yeah.
it really kind of took away the fear of death in comic books. So yeah, it's once you do it in an anime, it opens the floodgates. So we're like, oh, we can bring anybody back, and
well, and I'm fine if it has a reason, if there's a good reason behind it. Like
Yeah.
I know
But like,
in Naruto,
bringing
even
back-
though I've not watched it, I know there's ways you can bring them back, but they're not really back. Am I right?
Yeah, they're not
Right.
really back. It's like a temporary
No.
thing.
Right.
yeah.
and it's a very
that's cool.
forbidden thing to do.
Yeah.
But like
So,
when
like,
they're
within
back and then they
reason-
stay back the same.
Mhm.
Within reason, I'm fine with it, but like,
Actually, technically, one person did get brought back to life, but it took the power of the reanimation jutsu and 2 Renegon with Sage of Six Paths chakra, which almost nobody in the show has anymore. So
Was it in Boruto?
no, it was in Shippuden.
Now it kind of ruins a lot of like. I know we don't talk about books, but the recent thing that
Okay.
I've seen that I've read at least that.
That's not true.
I was talking about.
I agree with you saying it takes away the element. Naruto only did it once.
Yeah.
With like on a bigger scale, but they did it once with like a main villain. But again, it was like crazy circumstances that like will not get duplicated. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's like Allison's big complaint about Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Is that like, okay, they die, but like, really, are they dead? Like Goku has died multiple times and is back. You know, like granted, he's the main character, but like, nobody is permanently dead.
Trevor, is it
And-
bothering you?
And even if they are, it's like, oh, I'll just go talk to him in the other world, and then instant transmission
Yeah.
there. Because
Right.
Kai was dead for how long? Didn't they bring him back in Super?
No, that's
He's
like
dead.
the
Still
whole.
dead.
That's like the whole running joke in Super. It's like you've been using the Dragon Balls on everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trevor, did you figure it out yet?
All right.
Figured.
I gotta go.
No, I haven't. I'm
All right.
still.
Bye, Sanga.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Yesenia.
Bye,
Glad you could be
Yesenia.
on for a little bit.
Same. All right, so I will see you guys next time.
See ya.
It was Madara.
Yeah, that makes sense. I forget how they bring him back, but yeah.
It took Obito with Madara's Rinnegan, using Rene Rebirth and having Sage's 6 Paths Chakra because he was the Jinchuriki of the Ten Tails to
That's
do
right.
it.
Because when he met Madara was basically dying. Dead.
Yeah. So he made
He was
him
living
use-
off of white Zetsu, wasn't he?
Yeah. So when he finally died, he said, "Here are my Rinnegan. Get the Ten Tails tree planted, eat the fruit, become the Jinchuriki, bring me back to life."
It is a process.
Yeah, exactly. So
That
it's like
sounds overly complicated.
the only other
It is-
person to get brought. Well, technically, the entire Hidden Leaf got obliterated into nothing, and then
Yeah.
Pain was just like Chibaku Tensei, just everybody's back. But he sacrificed his life for it, so
That's fair.
yeah. Again, he had to have Rinnegan because he had the Rinnegan, and he sacrificed his life force to bring them all back.
Well, we do have our next topic. This is the big one for today. Best teacher / sensei.
I'm gonna let
And I will
Manuel
let you all go
before me,
first while I eat.
because who Manuel picks will dictate who I pick.
That's
I was
fair.
thinking the same thing, Trevor. Best sensei student dynamic. There's a lot of good ones. There's a lot of actually. Is there really that many though?
Your big
You know,
ones.
I kind of
yeah.
looked up a list because I started to think about that. I'm like, really, how does that dynamic work out as much? Yeah.
Yeah. The one that we get the most development on is for sure Naruto and Jiraiya. Like that's
See,
one
I
that we
was-
see the most, but
I kind of wanted to say Iruka or Kakashi too.
I was gonna say
I
Iruka
see that.
because
I think
Naruto
Iruka.
asked Iruka to be
He is
his dad
best
in the
friend.
wedding, and that scene had
Or
me
yeah, his dad.
crying, bro.
Not to mention Naruto technically killed Iruka's parents too. So and Iruka harbored
Yeah.
so much hate for Naruto for the longest time. And to see Naruto come up and have to teach him and then start to see his pain and how his pain reflected his own because they're both orphans. And just that
Naruto didn't
dynamic.
technically do it. The-
Yeah,
the
but
Nine
he
Tails.
blamed Didn't he?
Everybody blamed
Naruto
Naruto because he had the
Everybody
Nine
blamed
Tails in
Naruto.
him. Yeah.
Right.
And then he realized, I see why he's acting out. I did the same thing because I have no parents. You know, I was kind of bastard isn't the right word, but you know, I was like a burden to everybody.
It's great. I can actually relate to this because I've seen this episode.
Really?
I've seen these episodes. Yeah.
I would say Iruka more than Kakashi because I feel like Kakashi connected better with Sasuke because they both had that darkness in them. So yeah, I think Iruka in Naruto is a solid choice. And even you should have seen this too, Damien. The in the tuning exams, Iruka he goes off on Kakashi a little bit. He's like,
Yeah.
you are pushing them way too hard, and Kakashi like, they're my students now. And was Iruka wrong? I mean, they didn't pass the tuning exam. Spoiler alert, Damien.
It's okay. I'll forget in the 5 years that it takes me to get there.
But I mean, Iruka really wasn't wrong. He recognized. I think he recognized the potential of Naruto better than Kakashi did, and at that point in time, because Kakashi was, I think he was expecting him to be kind of like Itachi level, and Itachi was, he was a prodigy. Sasuke, great, best in his class, but he still wasn't on the level of Itachi, and they just weren't ready for the tuning exams. And I agree.
To be
with
fair,
you.
no one was on the level of Itachi except for Minato.
No.
In
Facts.
terms of like prodigy.
Yes. Minato wasn't a part of the Anbu, was he?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Because I think
By
it
the
was-
way, that caligram was fire. I'm really happy I had that now.
Pain to see you eat.
Well, because my lighting stopped, she didn't see me put big
Oh.
piece of the caligram in my mouth.
I
But
was gonna-
I could have deep throated it, honestly. Like
Like
what
Manuel's doing with that
burrito. Are we about to have ASMR hour?
yes, we are.
Longest time I thought it was asthma.
I don't know.
I like when you eat that burrito.
I don't like the Kakashi Naruto sensei dynamic. It wasn't.
Even Kakashi recognized that he wasn't right to train Naruto, and even Naruto comes to him later and says, Kakashi, I need you to train me. He's like, I can't really help you. You should talk. He pawns him off on Asuma.
Yeah,
Because
and
they
then doesn't he end up going with Jiraiya after
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Jiraiya
So
was
that's
probably,
right. That's actually right where I'm at. That Kakashi is like, no, he's gonna train you, and then it's like, no, Jiraiya's actually training him now.
Yeah, because I think Kakashi recognized, he's like, hey, I'm not the right teacher for Naruto.
No,
Sasuke,
and like
yeah.
you said, he leaned more towards Sasuke because they shared that common past of like. Because remember that scene where Sasuke's like, "How would you like it if I killed everybody that you was close to and that you love?" And Kakashi's like, "I already live in that world. That's already my life." And
Right.
Sasuke was like,
Yeah. Oh shit. And even Sasuke uses Kakashi's signature move, Chidori. So yeah, Kakashi Sasuke is definitely
which is funny because
More
Kakashi
good.
can't even use that anymore.
no, not since he lost.
Sharingan?
I didn't want to spoil that for Damien, but
It's fine. At this point, whatever gets, it's my own fault that I waited 500 years to watch Naruto. Okay.
I'm hoping, and I think at one point you might hit an episode and it'll just hook you. That's what happened with me. And really, I was into it before Shippuden, then Shippuden hit, and I'm like, I'm into it.
Well, it's not even that I'm not hooked. I'm very
It's-
much. I gotta have the time. I can't
Yeah.
just watch one episode and then go off and do what I need to do. Like, I want to be able to sit there and pound out 10 episodes or something, like, actually go through and have a little discussion and be able to kind of digest it all at once.
And it's hard to do. I get
Yeah.
it. As soon as I come home from work and I sit down, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna watch the TV.
I let Naruto
Episode or two in,
consume my life.
I'm falling asleep.
I let it consume my very existence. I was watching it at work while I was working. I was watching it on my lunch breaks. I was watching it at home. I was watching it in the shower.
He was even watching it during porn time. He was like, this is normally dead.
He just watches anime porn.
And there you go. The
And
Naruto
it's for the
porn
plot.
more.
It's for the plot.
It's for the plot.
It makes sex 10 times more doper.
Oh my god. Oh shit.
It's like you watch 1,000 Years of Death, and then you're just like, you know, like, oh, I can relate to that right now. I too am getting a finger in my ass.
Oh my. I was waiting for it.
Doesn't Naruto do that to Konohamaru?
Yeah.
And then Konohamaru does it to Boruto?
Yep.
Yep.
I love that. I love that carries down.
Yeah, I will say Naruto's really good about callback. It's
Mhm.
like on.
Oh, you have no idea. They literally win the war against Kaguya with like the most random jutsu you'll never ever guess it in your life.
Oh god. Is it gonna be sexy jutsu? Is it really? I'm fucking dead.
Bro, it literally is.
I'm fucking dead.
Like, Sasuke, Sakura, and Naruto are like back together again for the first time since like the beginning of Naruto.
After the tuning exams, basically.
Right. And they're all powered up, beefed up because Sasuke was with Orochimaru, got his EMS, Naruto was with Jiraiya, mastered KCM with Killer B, and Sakura was training with Tsunade, so she has like 1,000 healings and she's super strong, all that stuff. They're getting their ass beat. And this is after they already got another power bump because Naruto and Sasuke both got Sage of 6 past chakra. So they were infinitely more powerful than even just training with what they were training with. And they're still getting their ass beat. And they're like, we need to catch her off guard, we need to catch her off guard, we need to catch her off guard. So they're like speed blitzing her, trying to get her distracted and stuff. And then Naruto's like, I have an idea. Jumps out, sexy jutsu, becomes a harem of dudes that are half naked,
Oh
bubble
my
up and
God.
soap. And she does. She literally goes like, what the fuck? And then like, she starts blushing. And then she like gets surprised because she realizes a bunch of hot dudes. And then that's when Sakura just whacks her one good time and then Sasuke seals her.
I'm fucking dead. The
She
fact
was
that I
fucking
called
amazing.
that.
I didn't think you were gonna get it, not gonna lie.
I didn't think you were gonna either.
Well, I'm like sitting here and I'm like, well, if it's something random, it's gonna be something off the wall. And that is the most off the wall thing I feel in Naruto.
You're not wrong. And, you know, Naruto is not one to be like your typical anime trope. What do they call that? Where he always, basically the pervert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not Naruto. Naruto
Mhm.
calls other people out on it all the time. Kakashi
Right.
and Jiraiya.
Well, like, Jiraiya, right.
Pervy
That's
Sage.
like
He's
the
literally
thing.
called Pervy Sage.
Pervy
Yeah.
Sage, yeah.
That's, because that was like Naruto's whole thing. Like, to get Jiraiya to train him, it's like, oh, well, I'll show you the...
Make out
oh,
tactics.
Yeah, yeah. Like, no, it's not overtly always like that, and I'm fine with that. Like,
It's a good balance.
yeah. I have, my issues are when it's just overly done. Like,
Yeah.
unnecessarily all the time. Like,
I will say Dragon Ball, OG Dragon Ball was really bad with Master
oh,
Roshi. And Krillin.
yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But that was 80s anime, so I mean, it is what it is.
It's a product of its time.
Yes.
I don't want to talk about it because that's what pisses me off about One Piece.
Sanji is too over the top. Like,
Is it that bad?
Yeah.
It's bad. I mean, it literally ruins missions.
He
Not
literally
like
loses fights because he's like, I refuse to hit a lady.
Yes.
Oh
yeah,
my
you-
fucking god.
Which I
Gender
love.
equality up in this bitch.
Right? Sock that bitch.
Right.
I will say that it's not like that in the live action. Granted,
He'll
Sanji
definitely
wasn't
punch a
coming.
bitch.
What is it?
I said he's definitely punched a bitch in the live action already.
He's more likely to. You see him with Nami, and he definitely flirts with Nami, but it's not like where in the anime when literally every time he sees Nami or Robin, he gets Heart's eyes and oh Nami, what can I do for you, my sweet? And he doesn't. He just kind of talks smooth.
It's just annoying at that point.
Yeah, and because it's literally been like this for 700. Probably around 700 episodes for me.
850.
It doesn't change.
No.
But I will say he comes in towards the end of the live action, so you haven't seen a whole lot of interaction with
Right.
the women's. Yeah.
So
Every time
really,
he gets the
right
hard
now
eyes
you're
and his legs start like kicking and he's just like floating around, he's like, oh, Nami sweet, Nami sweet. I'm just like, bruh.
It's
You're like-
very annoying.
you're like, and this episode's done.
Yeah.
I mean,
And then when they get to Fishman Island, bro, that was the worst. He literally was KO'd for like 3 days because he showed up to an island of mermaids and his blood shot out of his nose and it shot out so much blood that he passed out for literally days. I'm like, cool, Sanji's not useless.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I'm fine when it's needed. You know, every now and then, like even in like Dragon Ball, like even Super, like they used it to, you know, that was kind of like the funny thing with Master Roshi was like, oh, I'm not gonna let a woman. He was practically practicing No Nut November, you know. I'm not gonna let a woman stop me and distract me, and then, like, I think in the end it still happened. So,
Yeah.
It's been so long since I've watched the Tournament of Power that I can't
It's been a
remember.
while for me too. 'Cause it wasn't even fully dubbed when I watched it.
It
I
was-
watched it dubbed just because I couldn't wait.
I couldn't wait.
Yeah.
I kept waiting and I kept waiting and I kept asking me, you heard anything on the dub? No. All right.
When I finished the anime, only episode 52 was dubbed.
Yeah.
I think it's about where I got, and then I'm like, screw it. I'm just gonna go ahead and dive in.
Yeah. No, I couldn't wait. It was too good.
I
was
couldn't
hearing
wait
too
at
much.
all,
I was
bro.
hearing too much.
I watched the one episode and I was like, wow, this is going to be rough because I can't stand the voice actors. Now, I can't watch it in English, bro. Every time I watch that show in English, I'm like, this is weird. Yeah, I'm
Right.
used to the Japanese voice. I don't know.
Because you got so used to it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, I think I have my best feature. I'm gonna go with All Might. All Might for Deku. Deku in particular, not necessarily Bakugo,
Right.
but
I didn't know All Might started training Gakugo.
Inadvertently.
Okay.
yeah, it's not really. I feel like some people would say that you would have to include Bakugo, but for the sake of
It's
it,
only
like,
because
it's not-
Bakugo found out about the court
Right.
transfer. So he like called
Yeah.
him out on it. So now
I am right there where he knows about
yeah,
it.
so he finds
Yeah.
out, and then he calls out All Might and Deku, and he's just like, all right, well, I'm going to train with you because I'm not going to let you make us look stupid.
Actually, I think that was like
Right.
the last episode I seen.
Yeah. So it's not like a huge spoiler, but like, I mean, single-handedly, All Might made Deku what he was. And
In terms of power, yes.
in terms of power, and then
He always
even
had
just
the drive.
early on, like, he was pretty much All Might 2.0. Now, yeah, eventually in the later seasons, he finally gets kind of his own feel to things, but he still does it in a way that it's very All Might.
I don't want to say that he made Deku because Deku had the intangibles, and that's why All Might
Right.
picked him over Lemillion, who was an
Yeah.
established, legit like prospect to take over One for All.
Yeah.
And he saw Midoriya with no powers at all whatsoever, crying like a little bitch, running towards Bakugo, who was about to die, to try to save him. And that's when All Might was like, "That's the guy."
It's
That's
kind
the-
of like the scene in Captain America, the first one, when Steve Rogers, before he has the serum, they're all at basic
Jumps on the
training.
grenade.
Yeah, and he's like, live grenade! Everybody dives away, and he's the one who jumps on it.
Right.
It's kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, I get that, but like, if it wasn't for All Might, you know, guidance and everything, though, Deku's arms and legs would have already been gone because he was going too hard. Like, if it's not for All Might showing him how to utilize his powers and how to best, you know, not overdo it, like I said, you get, I think, what, season 4 or 5, they pretty much tell Deku, like, if you use your arms, you're at the risk of not being able to use them again. Yeah, because you're overdoing it.
I disagree.
Oh, let me
I
hear
disagree. Well, let me tell
I
you
wanna
why.
hear it.
Because you are right. All Might did help him try to like figure out how to like adjust the quirk better to his body. But All Might's only method was like you just have to train more, get your body stronger, get your body stronger, get your body stronger. So that's all he
That
could
didn't
do.
work for Deku.
And then it was only working so fast because Deku's a kid. You know what I mean? Like he's barely
Right.
getting into high school. He hasn't even fully hit puberty yet, seemingly because they're just now getting into like 8th, 9th, 10th grade or whatever. And it wasn't until that point where you said, we're like, oh, you're not going to be able to heal your arms anymore, so you're not going to be able to use them in battle. And what did he do? He didn't train more. All Might didn't train him more. They started using hero tools. So he put the braces on his knees and the legs and the big boots, and then he started putting the in the movie, if you remember, they had that band, that red band that went around his whole arm, and he started incorporating that into his costume more. They started using the hero tools to help him use more one-for-all power without it putting such a strain on his arms.
That's
So,
fair.
fuck All Might. He's a terrible fucking sensei.
That's fair. I'll let you have it. You've debunked me. So would we argue that Gran Torino might be a better trainer than?
When you said that, the first thing that popped in my head was the Clint Eastwood movie. I'm like, oh yeah, there is a person named Gran Torino.
Gran Torino was fire, and he did some shit with Deku.
Yeah, because it's very weird because Deku's had like 3 or 4 like solid people that, you know, but if we were doing for the sake of one, I would argue that All Might is the main one.
Yeah, that's
Because
who he looks up to the most.
Yeah,
Inspired him.
yeah, and you know, you can take a little bit from Gran Torino and Stern Night Eye, R.I.P. You know, and even Endeavor a little bit.
I was gonna say Endeavor, bro.
See, but it's so fresh in my mind, and I felt like Endeavor more benefited Bakugo.
See, where I'm at,
than
Endeavor's
Deku.
just hitting his redemption arc.
Yeah.
So,
Think it's good.
I don't know a whole lot about Endeavor. Like, you could tell, like, you kind of feel for this guy in the episodes I'd seen, but
Yeah, because at first you're like, fuck that guy, he's a piece of shit.
That guy's
He's
a
a terrible
fucking
dad.
asshole. Right.
Yeah.
I think he just took over the...
I mean, I would
number
argue
one
that he's
spot.
still not the best dad, but
He's at least trying.
he's at least trying, yes. I can't say much without spoiling, so I'm gonna leave it alone.
To be
I'm
fair,
gonna leave it
though,
alone.
to his credit, he did look at that kid and be like, you should stop trying to be a hero, you're just gonna do nothing but kill yourself.
Yeah.
And that kid was like, no, I'm gonna be the best hero ever. And that's how all that shit went down. Endeavor,
Yeah.
was he a dick about it? Yes. Was it the most fatherly thing to do? No. Because he, like, manipulated him into wanting to be the greatest hero. So he got in his head that
Right.
he wanted to be the greatest hero. And then was just like, nope, your quirk sucks. On to your
Yeah.
brother, who was useless.
Yeah.
On to your sister, who was useless. And it wasn't until
Yeah.
Shoto where he was like, this is the prodigy.
Yeah. Which I won't get much more into that because there's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah.
So, Trevor, is it your turn on who you're picking?
I guess so. Shocking. I gotta go Genkai and Yusuke.
I knew you were gonna fucking say it.
Yeah.
You're getting predictable, Trevor.
Well, I was gonna do Iruka and Naruto, or Kakashi and Naruto, but since you already did that, I'm like, that's why I'm gonna let him go first, because I'm pretty sure he's gonna pick him.
You know what, though? I would be willing to bet that Manuel had at least 3 in the chamber. So,
I did.
True.
Bleach was my other one.
Yeah.
With Ichigo and Kisuke Hurahara.
Yes, I couldn't think of her name.
His.
Who's the cat?
That's Yoruichi.
That's who I was thinking of. He's the one with the green hat, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, solid choice.
That guy's fucking goated.
Yeah.
No,
I need to rewatch.
you haven't even seen his Bankai yet, and he's already out here mopping fools. He's like Kenpachi level fucking stupid strong.
Genkai, her picking Yusuke, I thought was really cool.
Yeah, because she didn't want an underling at all.
No, she's just like, I'm getting old, I gotta give this. I don't care who gets it. I don't care if it's this evil demon who plans on trying to take over the world. I just need to give it to someone. But then she's seen Yusuke and it's like, alright, this is probably the best person. And then when Yusuke actually gets into trouble, inadvertently, you know, it was his job to go try to take down Toguro and I forget what the guy in the mansion was, but they captured Yukina, Hiei's sister. And Toguro was like, this guy's got potential. He's coming to the Dark Tournament. And he had to assemble his team. Yusuke and Kuwabara were automatically summoned. So, like, of course, Hiei and Kurama are going to get summoned as well. And then Genkai dresses up as the Masked Spider. And she
Homage to
trained-
Dragon Ball.
Mm-hmm. She trained Yusuke for the 3 months. Which I thought was a little weird. She only trained Yusuke. I kind of thought she might train Kuwabara, but Kuwabara still gets trained by Hiei and Kurama, and going toe-to-toe with Kurama and Hiei is not something I would want to do, especially if I'm human.
Hiei, bro, is... He's the
He's
one.
not
He's
holding
him.
back.
He's him.
yeah.
But then she follows Yusuke because he knows his training isn't complete. He never does the spirit wave because she knew he wasn't ready at that point in time. She knew he had to develop physically and mentally still. Not to mention he needed rest too. That's why he sleeps pretty much the whole first bout of the Dark Tournament. 2 bouts if you count the ship ride there. And then as the tournament progresses, he knows he's gonna have to get that the spirit orb before he fights Toguro. And at the same time, she sacrificed, when it finally does come to that point, she gives him the spirit orb, and it about breaks her. This brat kid that she did not care about at all at the start, she's watching him get tortured just so he can accept her power. And it hurts her so much that she has to leave. She just goes out of the cave. She's like, I've just killed my favorite dimwit. And then she comes back. She's like, I'm not doing this. You're not ready. And Yusuke is just yelling, screaming, bloody murder. Like, no, you don't touch it, you old bag. You let me do this. And she it's just breaking her. Then finally, Yusuke wakes up and he has all her power. And I don't know, just I haven't seen a mentor care for their student that much, except for probably Iruka and Kakashi for theirs. Because even Master Roshi, Kinkai might be it. Have a little bit of sympathy for Goku and all the Z fighters, but I haven't really seen anybody care for their student as much as Genkai does.
Jiraiya literally wrote a whole book about Naruto.
Jiraiya too. Sorry, I forgot.
Before Naruto was born, technically, but when Naruto was born and Minato was like, "Hey, I'm gonna name my son Naruto after your book," he came and met Naruto as he was a little bit older, and he's just like, "This is gonna be the child of prophecy." It was lit.
Yeah,
I'll take the Iruka dynamic a little more. That scene when he asked him to be his dad at his wedding, I was like, Yeah,
been
those
through
five.
so much together at that point.
Yeah. Because remember, he had Naruto crying when he was trying to protect him from when he stole the multi-shadow clone jutsu
Forgot
scroll.
about that. And that just kind of adds, like Naruto inadvertently kind of killed his parents with the Nine-Tailed Beast, and now the same kid is saving him.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, Naruto stole the scroll and got himself in that predicament, but it wasn't necessarily his fault. He was misled.
Also, it was for the better because that became like his primary jutsu forever.
Yeah, Shadow Clone. I forgot about
As
that.
a multi-shadow clone. Shadow clones are what they
Multi-shadow.
taught you in the Ninja Academy,
Ninja
but the
Academy.
multi-shadow clone jutsu was a forbidden jutsu.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
exactly.
it was corporeal, so you could actually punch with it, and depending on how much chakra you had, you could, is how many clones you could make. That's why Naruto, he was able to pull from the Nine Tails chakra, and he was able to create I think 100 right off rip.
1,000.
Was it 1,000? Okay.
Yeah, because I remember Sasuke and Boruto were talking about it in the manga and in the anime, where where Boruto asked Sasuke to be his sensei, and he's just like, "Why would I train you?" He's like, "Your potential is like not very."
I
good."
remember this.
He's like, "Well, not everybody can be a prodigy like my dad." And Sasuke left. He's like, "Your dad is not a prodigy. In fact, your dad was a bigger loser than you were." And Boruto was kind of like, "Wait, what?" He's like, "Your dad busted his ass and worked very hard to get to where he is and as powerful he is now." He's like, "But you still don't hold a candle to your dad." He's like, "How many shadow clones can you do?" He's like, "I can do 3, maybe 4 if I push myself." He's like, "Yeah, your dad could do 1,000 when he was your age."
Which was another reason why you love Naruto. Naruto sucked in the beginning.
Couldn't even make a shadow clone.
He was not good,
True.
and that carried for a long time. But and I'll say My Hero is really good about this too. The main character sucks, but you see that progression. They're not overpowered right from the beginning.
Yeah.
Because Goku was overpowered from the beginning. Yusuke, he was pretty overpowered from the beginning. I'm sure there's some other animes I can't think of off the top of my head, but I like it when it takes you from the ground and you see them build up.
Yeah.
Blue
I agree.
Exorcist. And they were powerful from the beginning. They just didn't know it.
Yes.
Would you consider Yuji overpowered?
Oh my god, we're not even touching. Sorry, Dave, I didn't mean to interrupt you. But we're not even touching on the sensei of all senseis.
Ooh.
Have you guys seen Assassination Classroom?
Koro!
Yeah, dude!
I've not
Go-
seen that.
You've never seen Assassination Classroom?
No.
It's a quick watch.
It's quick,
Two
2 seasons.
12
Fire.
episodes each or something like that.
Yeah,
Oh
it's not
my
a
God.
lot. It's like at most like
Okay.
30, 40 episodes. It's fire. Fire. Top tier anime. But
Yeah.
Koro Sensei, he might be in the discussion for greatest sensei of all time.
That's actually, yeah. So,
I was just sitting here thinking, I was like, I really don't know that many more, and I was just like, Koro Sensei.
I will say, when I looked up my list of, I was really trying to think, how many real, senseis or teachers there are. A lot of them were just, characters from Naruto. And
Yeah.
then you would throw in, Master Roshi.
that's Koro
Or-
Sensei.
Okay, so he's
You've
the...
probably seen him.
Yeah, I was going to say he's the main picture for Assassination Classroom.
Yeah. So
He's the
basically,
bad guy, too.
yeah, he's the bad guy to start the anime. So
To
basically,
start.
he gets
So
made
that
in
means
a
at some
lab.
point he's not a bad guy.
Yeah, so he's like a good bad guy in the beginning because
It's complicated.
it's complicated. So he gets made in a lab, right? And he comes out and he blows up half the moon.
He's basically kind of like Saitama.
Yeah,
Maybe
Okay.
not quite that powerful, but yeah, blows up half.
blows up half the moon, and it's like, okay, you guys see what I can do to the moon. He's like, give me an opportunity to teach a classroom of kids to become better, so much better that one day they're gonna try to kill me. and they have to kill me within that year's time, or I'm gonna blow up the Earth.
Yeah.
So he gave them one. He's like, pick any classroom. I don't care what classroom. He's like, but I'm going to teach them, train them, develop them to become high grade assassins, so they can kill me. Because if they can't, and if I'm a good enough teacher, then I'll die. The world will be saved. But if I'm a bad teacher, then I'm gonna kill everybody. I'm gonna blow up the world anyway.
Right.
So he basically gets this fucking shitty little, like, reject classroom and tries to train them
class.
about them.
Because I think Japan, they like you're like in My Hero, A class is your top students, B, C, D.
Yeah, they're
and
E rank. They're
like,
E class.
Yeah.
I would be like Q class or something like that.
But yeah, so basically Koro Sensei takes over this E class and he's training them to become assassins and work on their academics and stuff, and it's so good.
It is good. I need to rewatch that. It's been a long time since
I've been trying to get Caitlin to watch it with me for so.
It's a quick watch.
It is a quick watch.
I remember.
But I was so butthurt that she could not finish Hunter x Hunter, and till this day I'm just like, I don't even know if I want to watch anything with her ever again, because Hunter x Hunter is so good, and she's just like, I don't get the ending. I'm like, yeah, because you didn't fucking watch it. You didn't.
It's not.
You
There's
didn't,
no
you
ending.
didn't get to like. You didn't get like she didn't even watch like the part where Gon snaps. She didn't watch the part where Meruem and that girl that he plays Shoji with, like that whole scene, and like doesn't watch the Netero Meruem fight, and like so she like just dropped it like mid Chimera Ant arc.
That's a terrible place to drop it.
Right?
Which also talking Sensei's Wing and Bisky.
Bisky's a good one. Bisky's
I liked Wing.
Yeah, but all. Yeah.
I mean, he
guess-
basically just taught them the basics. Each sensei was like a level for Killua and Gon.
Yeah, because they were already kind of prodigies, right? They were
They just didn't
12 years
understand
old,
Nin.
becoming right. They just didn't understand that. So he's just like, hey, you guys seem like good enough kids. I can teach you this because I only bring on students that I feel are worthy. You know what I mean? And they were already prodigies. So like, remember he even said, he's like, what I'm about to do to activate your Nen could kill a normal person, but I have faith that you guys will make it through, and they made it through. And then he just taught them the basics of Nen. It wasn't until they got to Bisky where they were like getting into the nitty gritty of like, okay, now you have to take your Nen, manipulate it, and get your specialty, like Hisoka and his Gum Gum.
Mm-hmm.
Or Bubble, what was it? Bungee Gum. Bungee Gum.
Bungee Gum.
Bungee Gum was fire too.
Yeah, Damien, if out of all the animes that we've ever talked about, if I could get you to watch one, Hunter x Hunter would probably be the number one, I would say.
Do they have a tuner in Jam?
Yes.
I would say Hunter x Hunter or Assassination Classroom. Low-key.
Either one.
Assassination
It's called the
Classroom.
Hunter exam.
Yeah.
Well, it's not tuning though, so we're good.
Because Hunter x Hunter is peak anime.
I've heard nothing but good for Hunter x Hunter.
It's because it's
I've
nothing
never-
but good.
I've never met anybody that's like, I do not like
To
Hunter
put it
x
into
Hunter.
perspective, the guy who made Hunter x Hunter, his other anime is Trevor's favorite anime of all time. So,
That's fair.
so you just
So
have
he
to assume
doesn't
it's
put
great.
out trash.
This motherfucker don't miss.
He's only. I think he has one other anime. It might have only been manga and not actual anime, but Yu Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter is really all he's ever put out, and he hasn't had to put out anything else. Tagashi is my favorite anime creator
Go.
or manga writer.
Go. Probably
Go.
not too.
He's the go.
And then his wife made Sailor Moon, bro. That whole family is just like
That's
he,
a crazy power company.
That's a power couple if I've ever heard one.
bro.
Yeah.
101. Find me one better. Can't do it.
No, definitely not.
I will say Hunter x Hunter is long.
Yeah.
Like, how long are we talking?
I think it's like 130 episodes.
Yeah. And it's not
Ideally, that's not terribly long.
it's not Naruto
But-
long, but it's
Naruto's long. Bleach,
Yeah.
long. One Piece, super long.
super
like,
long.
Quick,
Extra long.
good quick watches would be like Double as a Part-Timer, Assassination Classroom, Hunter x Hunter is a little bit on the longer side, but it's still a really good watch. And
I mean,
quicker than
130 is
watching-
digestible.
I mean, Black Clover's 170, I think.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm 50, 60 episodes in the Black Clover.
I
So,
know, you're so early
I
on,
know.
dude. It's
You're like quarter of the way through it.
yeah.
I think they're right at the 200 mark.
I also tried to get Caitlin to watch Black Clover.
I
She
was
started it,
in
she
Black
liked it, and
Clover.
then she just stopped watching it one day.
See, the thing is Allison's to the point with me where she's like, I might just start watching all this shit without you because I know I can watch it all. And
Faster.
I think she's ultimately trying to usurp me from my position on the podcast. So,
Bring her on,
Bring
bro.
it
But-
on.
If she's watching
She-
anime, I'd rather.
and
I'd
she
rather
she
hear her
refuses
input
to.
than
She
you
won't
just-
be on camera. She won't go on camera.
No, she won't. She's super.
She
shy.
can do a proxy picture or something like that. Just put up her
Yeah.
favorite anime character.
Well, between that and she hates talking on the phone, yeah, no.
Tough stuff. Tough stuff.
Just
So, have you guys ever heard of Level E? It looks really weird, not gonna lie. Apparently, this is another of Tagashi's works. It ran for 2 years. That was the manga, and there's an anime. I don't know if there's an English dub or not, though.
Interesting.
It says Funimation did it.
Really?
Yeah. Original run, January 11th, 2011 to April 5th, 2011.
I'd imagine it's probably on
There's-
Crunchyroll.
13 episodes. I'm gonna have to check that out. But other than that, it was all Hunter x Hunter, and then just like he worked on an episode for this, an episode for that. But that was his only other works.
I mean, when
What
you
do you
hit
do?
with two amazing mangas off the rip, you don't really need to do pick. Yeah, I mean, he's already. I don't want to say he's killing himself already on the two that he had, but I mean, it's,
Yu Yu Hakusho are more
Yeah.
down. So yeah, and he's just like, I'm gonna do Hunter x Hunter when I want to do Hunter x Hunter, and he gets enough. I'm sure he's getting good residuals, 'cause especially with. There's been a huge resurgence in Yu Yu Hakusho here recently. I don't know why, but the 30th anniversary did just happen, so that might have something to do with it. But even before and the live action, but even before that, we were getting like OVAs. We got 2 new OVAs a couple years ago. Started seeing more merchandise, because I remember when I first got an Amazon account, I immediately went to Amazon like Yu Yu Hakusho merchandise. I couldn't find hardly anything. I bought like a cheesy Hiei action figure. Still have it actually. I'll do it for a show and tell sometime. But you couldn't find anything. Now you can find all kinds of statues. I was on Reddit and this guy posted a statue that he just pre-ordered. It was Yusuke fighting Toguro. I'm like, that looks sick. It was $1,000. I'm like, it's not that sick.
you're like, it's my favorite anime, but I don't want to
I'm
say
broke.
that. Mm-hmm.
I do the buy one
Again,
get one
it comes
free off
down to
Amazon.
you won't know that I won the lottery, but there will be signs.
There'll be signs.
Same.
Oh my gosh.
My house won't be big, but the inside will be fucking crazy. I'll have a basketball hoop in my basement type shit.
Swimming pool in my bathtub.
Do we got any more honorable mentions before we head out of here?
Did King Kai, did Master Roshi.
I can't
feel
think of
like
it
there
anymore.
is.
The Koro Sensei one just hit me out of nowhere, so
Yeah, that was random as hell, but I like it. Oh, what about Soul Eater? Frankenstein. Stein?
yeah, Stein. Stein and
Sid?
kinda.
I feel like there was somebody Maka? Is that the
Yeah.
girl? her father, and then even Death a little bit.
Death was already. Death.
Not Death
Death's-
the kid.
No, Death's sword was Maka's dad.
Yes, he was his
Scythe.
scythe. Is that what they called him?
I think.
Death Scythe?
Death
Death Scythe?
Scythe. I wanted to say Death Scythe too, so it's gotta
That
be something
sounds
like
right.
that. I'm trying to think.
Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer.
Uh,
But who would be this like? Because all of the guys that they look up to just die.
yeah.
That is
I mean-
true.
You could maybe do
Okay,
One Piece with Rayleigh.
Who's Rayleigh again?
Silver
Exactly.
hair Rayleigh, the old vice captain for Goldie Roger's crew. He helped him in Zaba Odi, and he trained Luffy in the time skip.
Oh, the one who kind of raised them as kids.
Yeah.
I forgot her name, honestly. Yeah, a little bit.
No,
also-
not her. Luffy trained with him after Zaba Odi during the time skip. They called him Silver's
Oh,
Rayleigh.
yeah.
The old guy with the
man
long
the
silver hair.
glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Silver's
You know,
Rayleigh.
he's prominent at like the very end of Fishman Island, and then they do the time skip, and then you just don't see him. At least I haven't seen him again.
Yeah.
Oh, which I looked up One Piece. They sum up all of Cake Island in 30. I think it was 39 episodes.
That pisses me off.
And they break it
That
down
makes
by
me
arc.
so angry.
So I went on One Piece, and it literally has each arc, and then you like Dressrosa, they had it in less than 50 episodes. The one directly after that, and what?
After Dressrosa, it was Whole Cake.
It's like
Island. Or
evil.
it was Zoe.
Yes, they had that one was short. I think that one was only like 29
Yeah,
or 30
it was not.
episodes.
Well, it was a lot of episodes for One Piece, but it like in comparison to everything else, it wasn't that many.
Yeah, so I might switch to One Piece. Not gonna lie.
Low Kira, I also might switch to One Piece.
But
Actually,
they
I want
are-
to switch to just reading the manga. If we're being honest.
I
I'm
will
gonna
say
switch to Geico, I think.
you're gonna save a lot of money on your car insurance.
I might, and a lot of time not watching One Piece.
Very true. Very true. Wasn't really anyone in Seven Deadly Sins. Wasn't anybody in Inuyasha.
You know, one of the ones I was thinking of, I know you guys haven't really watched a lot of JoJo, but Lisa, I think is her name. Could be wrong though. Hold on. Unless that's from something else. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, the only bit of dynamic I've seen in JoJo in terms of like a sensei was what's his face when he trained JoJo.
Yeah, so Lisa is a good one. She actually ends up, she is one of whoever the main character is in her season actually ends up being his mom.
Oh really?
Or
It is JoJo.
it's
it's
either
the
mom
weird
or
stuff.
bloodline or something like that. But she trains them to prepare for cars and the one other guy, but like they were like the main bad guys of that season, and she helped him really develop his Hamon better than and kind of
is it one of the
master it in a
earlier
way.
seasons since
Yeah,
they're still using
yeah.
them?
I was gonna say it's
I
got to
wanna
be
say it-
the season I'm on then.
One or two.
Yeah.
Only those two seasons.
I don't think it was. It must have been two.
But like it's funny though because he actually, like at first he's like peeping in there. He doesn't know that it's his mom or anything. So like she's
Really
taking a bath or
weird.
something, and like it's like creeping on her.
Getting
And she-
weird, man.
And that's where, like, I don't know if you've seen, like, the gif or the meme where he's like, nice. Like, that's what that's from.
That's why I wanted to watch
Yeah.
JoJo's for the memes. I don't remember
Yeah.
that. So maybe
It's season 2. I want to say it's season 2. I almost want to phone a friend and ask Dante because he would
No
know.
offer it.
Yeah. I thought about asking Dante to join in for this episode to fill in, but
Should have.
doesn't usually have time for his stuff. So. But if we ever have a JoJo question, he can probably answer it.
Facts.
sorry, go ahead.
No, I didn't have anything else.
I just wanted to ask it because I thought it before I forget. Is our next episode going to be our Christmas episode? Because I thought we couldn't do week of Christmas.
That would be the week after, wouldn't it?
Is it the week after?
Yeah,
So
it's
we
only the
technically
5th.
have less than 3 weeks for Christmas.
Okay.
So I was thinking, based on how the schedule looks, we could do the week of December 18th and 19th, somewhere around then.
The
Just
18th,
kind of gauge what our off day is and make
is the 18th, 19th, Monday, Tuesday.
Monday, Tuesday. Pretty sure. I think I was looking at that right. Yeah.
That's the episode we're doing in person, right?
Yes.
The Christmas one, I think we were.
Yes.
So, do we
We're
want
doing
to
it.
make? Do we want to take a break for next week, and then come back with a big Christmas one, and that gives us time to get like a really big episode?
Yeah, because we're gonna have to figure out the logistics of that because
Yeah. So why don't we plan for next week? We'll just be a test run. We'll figure out how we're gonna record and all that
Let's do
shit.
this.
How we're gonna do
Let's
it.
end this episode and we can talk about it in the group chat because
Yeah.
before we
Agreed.
get too cut off on a tangent.
Yep. I agree. Well, if nobody else has got anything, unless there's somebody out there that wants to figure out how we're gonna do this live episode all together, I don't have anything. So.
I just want to show off my shirt because I really like it.
I noticed
yeah.
it. The Mighty Morphin
Is this the
Super
one you sent
Saiyans.
in the group chat? Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I was a
Broly
little
is the
thrown off.
Green Ranger is sick.
It threw me at first. I'm like, I don't get it. I'm like, oh wait, Green Ranger was bad at first. That makes perfect sense. And Green Ranger is the strongest. So
Yeah.
no argument.
And Broly's key in the OG versions was green as well.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fire.
Thank you.
Where'd you get that on?
It's on Etsy. It was I think it was only like $25.
Is that Beast Gohan as the Black Ranger?
Yes.
Is that Raditz?
Nope, that's Gohan. You have Trunks as Yellow Ranger. Vegeta as Blue. Zamasu, Rose.
Fire.
Roseanne?
Goku Black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roger, or you can call him Goku
Super
Black or
Saiyan
Black
Rose.
Ranger.
She's pink. Goku's red. Broly's green.
Fire.
That is dope.
Goku Black is Super Saiyan Rose is the Pink Ranger is sick too.
Right?
Did you guys order your Christmas sweaters yet?
I did.
No, I need to
Okay.
do that. I keep forgetting.
I need to do that like probably tonight.
I was gonna say I still haven't got mine, and I ordered mine that night.
Oh shit.
If
Yeah.
you're ordering from like that anime website, I think it
At
takes
anime, was
$5.
it Anime Ape?
I wonder if I
Yeah.
can go to like Hot Topic or something and find one.
I know
Go
on
on box,
Target.
box Lunch has
Ooh,
some.
box lunch. There's a box lunch right up in Dayton, isn't there?
There's one in Liberty.
Is there?
Yes, sir. At the at Liberty Center.
Alright, I'm gonna have to go check it out then. That's not far. That's like 10, 15 minutes from my house.
When you going?
Yeah. We could go
Shit, I might
Friday.
go tomorrow. I'm off.
I had-
Lucky you.
I was
Actually,
gonna
unless
say-
you want to meet up early tomorrow. I'll meet up with you tomorrow.
Thursday's the only day I have available all day. I work.
Well, I'm
And
off
then,
tomorrow, but I got shit I'm doing later in the day. Thursday I close. Friday I open. So
I have drill Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Damn. Which I'm kind of glad.
We'll figure something out in the group chat.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Manuel, if you want, we can meet up tomorrow even. Grab
Yeah.
lunch or something.
Just send me pictures of what you guys find, because I might grab a second
For
one
sure.
if the price is right.
Facts.